Today we're gonna make a Phyllo-Crusted petroli sole. And we're gonna begin with our phyllo dough. We're actually gonna dry out the phyllo dough, so tearing it is not that big of a deal.
So if you accidentally tear phyllo dough for something else, you can save it for this recipe.
You can save it for this recipe. Actually, it is a very good, that's a good point. We're gonna let this sit out. I usually do this overnight. Okay. So what I do is I'll take this, it takes about 3 hours till it gets to this point where it
oh wow,
just
listen to
crumbles.
that.
Keep doing what you were doing then, Michelle. So,
my daughter would love this, making a mess.
We're gonna crumble that phyllo dough until we get it to a consistency of about, we want it all to be about like that.
Oh wow.
And that's gonna be the crust on our fish. And we're gonna begin our fish. So we have petroli sole. We're only gonna use egg whites in this crust. And so we want this to be, the fish to be, whenever you're crusting a piece of fish, make sure your fish is really dry. So I patted this nice and dry. So I'm gonna season these 2 pieces of fish. Salt, pepper. And then this one, we would put it together just like that. Let's go ahead and season that as well. And I have 3 egg whites.
Room temperature egg whites? Or?
Room temperature is great. So I got those whisked up. We're gonna put our grapeseed oil in the pan. Get enough oil to go about 2/3 of the way up our fish. And I'm gonna just pour the egg whites right on top of the fish here.
Oh, wow.
I like this crust because it's light, no flour, you don't need flour with it. And, okay, get our crust on there. And then we're gonna pack it on there really well. And press it pretty good.
Okay.
And we're ready to go into the pan.
Wow.
And again, medium-high heat here because I don't want this to cook too fast because I need to get it cooked the whole way through. Look on the edge and you can see that the protein's starting to cook.
Yeah.
We're starting to get a nice color on the fish. And we're ready to flip. We can go ahead and utilize 2 tools.
Oh, wow.
When you flip it.
That is so pretty.
See how beautiful, crispy the crust is? Don't put your hand in there, it's really hot. But we're gonna get this really nice golden crust. And so we're looking for the same color on the bottom.
How many minutes per side, you think?
About 3 minutes.
Okay.
Very important, this does not go on paper towel. You see a lot of times I put things on paper towel because the steam and the moisture will release from this fish and it will get the fish soggy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shut this off. Just remove our fish from the pan.
I'm so glad you told me about the paper towel because I would have put this down on a paper towel.
You ready to taste that fish?
I am so ready.
What's better than sole and lemon?
I was just gonna say, lemon on sole in particular is my favorite. All right. I don't even need a knife. I don't know why I'm using a knife. Ooh, hot. Good.
It's really hot. You gotta be careful. But what's nice about it is the crust stays nice and crispy, and the flavor of the phyllo is just great.
This is really incredible, and I actually think I could make it
You can
without
make
ruining it. So I'm really thrilled. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.